Imagine a man sitting alone, thinking deeply about the one woman who let him go, not with bitterness, but with a new sense of admiration and longing. Why? Because she showed strength, self-worth, and independence. Letting go wasn't a sign of weakness for her. It was her strength. Miranda says a hidden truth in relationships that many fail to grasp. Sometimes the strongest move you can make is to walk away. Miranda, a man. In Self-Made, it creates a deep and lasting impression. Today, let's look into the psychology behind why men often develop stronger feelings for the women who choose themselves first, and how that decision reshapes attraction and respect. Independence is one of the most powerful qualities a woman can show in a relationship. It doesn't mean turning away from love or connection. It means knowing your own value, understanding what you offer, and not allowing yourself to disappear in someone else's shadow. Independence sends a firm message. I'm complete just as I am. That's a message men deeply respect. Why? Because true independence is rare. Many people, men and women, tie their identity to their partner. They depend on their relationship for approval, direction, and happiness. While it's normal to look for support in a relationship, losing your entire self in someone else can be dangerous. To a man, a woman who doesn't rely on him to feel complete is refreshing and even motivating. It makes him view her as an equal, not as someone who needs rescuing. When a woman ends a relationship that no longer adds value to her life, it sends a strong message. She's telling both herself and the man that her value is too high to accept less than what she deserves. This self-conspectancy can be shocking. It forces the man to not only rethink the relationship, but also to look at himself. What was he offering? Did he appreciate her fully, or did he take her for granted? Men naturally respect strength, and independence is strength at its core. It's easy to stay in a relationship out of fear of loneliness, fear of change. But it takes true courage and clarity to walk away when things aren't right. That kind of bravery is magnetic. It's not about turning her back on the man, it's about choosing herself. Independence doesn't only create respect, it challenges the man to grow. When faced with a woman who knows her worth, he has to decide if he's ready to match her. That means stepping up, taking ownership of his actions, and becoming the partner she truly deserves. An independent woman sets the bar, and that bar often causes men to reflect on their own choices, effort, and commitment. Respect for independence doesn't mean men fear strong women. In fact, they are drawn to the honesty and quiet confidence that independence shows. When a woman walks away from a man without pleading or cloying and proves her love isn't based on needing him, she wants a real partnership, not reliance. That's where lasting respect starts. An independent woman has a life beyond her relationship. She has dreams, interests, and goals. She doesn't exist only to please or support a man. This makes her even more attractive. Men respect women who are ambitious, passionate, and fully themselves. It brings energy and excitement to the relationship. In the end, independence is about knowing your value and refusing to shrink it for anyone. It's about standing tall even during hard times and trusting that the right person will see your strength and step up to meet it. That kind of respect, earned through independence, is solid and lasting. There's a simple but powerful truth in relationships. You often don't understand the worth of someone until they're no longer there. When a woman chooses to walk away, she creates a space that can't be easily filled. That space isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and even spiritual. For many men, this space becomes the moment for deep thought, renewed appreciation, and often a stronger desire. Men are naturally wired to chase, to pursue what matters to them. When a woman is always emotionally or physically available, it becomes easy to take her presence for granted. That's just human nature, to overlook what's always there. But when she steps out of the picture, everything changes. Her absence leaves a hole, a strong reminder of what she added to his life. In that quiet, he begins to see clearly the things he didn't notice before. Her shared laughter, her unwavering support, the way she brightened every place they entered. Those once small things now feel huge. That space makes him reflect. And through that reflection, he often realizes just how important she really was. This is when longing grows stronger. Being apart makes the need for connection deeper. Her memories become more sharper, more intense. He starts to compare her to others, and most of the time, no one else comes close. It's not because she changed, it's because now he sees her through the lens of loss. There's also something deeper going on here, psychologically. We crave what we can't easily get. When a woman lets go and walks away, she becomes rare and hard to reach. She's no longer trying to win him over. That change in behavior makes her more attractive. Her distance creates a sense of mystery, and mystery leads to curiosity, and ultimately, stronger desire. This doesn't mean she's playing games, no, she's simply creating room for both people to truly understand what the relationship meant. For the man, this is a chance to ask real questions. What did she mean to me? Did I give or only take? Was I truly present? These kinds of thoughts often spark personal growth for him and for the possibility of them reuniting. Saying, I respect myself enough to walk away when I'm not valued is powerful. That kind of self-reflexive shifts the balance. It often makes the man think again about how he treated her and how he feels now. Being apart doesn't only grow desire, it also brings back respect. It shows that love isn't built on constant presence or emotional neediness. It's built on knowing someone's worth and truly appreciating what they bring into your life. And sometimes that truth only comes out after they've left. Emotional strength is one of the most powerful and attractive traits a person can have. When a woman holds this kind of strength, she becomes unforgettable. This strength isn't about hiding emotions or pretending everything is fine. It's about being brave enough to see things clearly, make tough choices, and value self equals short-term comfort. To men, this emotional courage is impressive and inspiring. When a woman ends a relationship with dignity and grace, she sends a clear message. I'm not afraid to walk away from what isn't right. Letting go of someone you still care about takes real strength. It's not a careless decision. It's a choice to protect your values, your needs, and your future. That kind of strength earns deep respect. Men are naturally drawn to women who show emotional maturity. It makes them want to be better too. A strong woman doesn't use drama or guilt to make a point. Her calm, firm actions say everything. Her power lies in staying steady and true to who she is, even when it hurts. Kind of emotional control also shows deep self-controlness. She knows how she feels. She doesn't ignore it, but she also doesn't let it rule her. She acts based on her values, not fear or pressure. Doesn't let being alone scare her into staying in the wrong situation. She moves forward with purpose, knowing her worth isn't tied to anyone else. Kind of confidence is magnetic. A woman leaves with quiet strength. She becomes mysterious and unforgettable. She's not breaking down or begging for attention. She's choosing to honor herself, and unexpected behavior often shocks the man and makes him see her in a whole new way. Her grace under pressure makes her stand out. Remember, emotional strength doesn't mean being cold. A strong woman can still open up, but only to people who have earned that trust. A careful mix of openness and boundaries makes her even more powerful. She doesn't let emotions take control of her. Instead, she allows them to guide her towards what's right. Men often respect this kind of strength because it shows traits they wish to develop in themselves. Emotional strength takes self-caressage and a deep sense of one's value. It's not only about moving on, it's about doing so with calm and without anger. A woman who can do this shows she is steering her own life, and that kind of self-trust is very attractive in the end. Emotional strength leaves a deep impact. It shows others, especially men, that love and respect must be mutual and deserved. When a woman shows this kind of strength, she doesn't just earn praise. She becomes a model of what a meaningful and properly relationship should look like. One of the biggest truths in any relationship is this: love without limits is not love. It's a kind of dependence. A woman who makes and sticks to her boundaries teaches a man an important truth about respect. By walking away when those limits are ignored, she makes it clear that true love isn't about control or giving up who you are. It's about shared respect and understanding. Boundaries aren't walls meant to shut people out. They are simple rules that show how a person expects to be treated. They guard emotional, mental, and physical safety, helping keep a relationship healthy and fair. When a woman clearly sets these boundaries, she shows a strong sense of self. She's not being too demanding. She's just saying what she deserves. For men, a woman who defends her. Boundaries is someone to look up to and cherish. It shows she knows herself and what she stands for. This honesty is very appealing because it clears up confusion and sets firm expectations. When a woman says, "This is what I need, and if that need isn't met, I'm ready to walk away," it creates respect. She's not begging for love or trying to get attention. She's expecting to be treated right. True love grows best when there are boundaries. They create a space where both partners can become better without the fear of being used or ignored. When a man meets a woman who backs her limits, he faces a challenge to reach her level of emotional understanding and honesty. This challenge can often push men to think deeply about how they act and grow more respect for the relationship. Walking away when someone crosses a line isn't done out of anger or revenge. It's an act of self-concrete. It clearly says, "I respect myself enough to ask for what's fair." This act can bring big change to both people. For the man, it's a reality check, a reminder that love should never replace respect. For the woman, it confirms that she values herself. Setting boundaries also tests real love. A man who truly loves a woman will accept and honor her limits without being angry or defensive. He knows that respecting what she needs helps grow trust and shows he cares. But if a man ignores or pushes past her boundaries, it shows he doesn't know how to give the respect she needs. By choosing to leave a woman teaches a man a life correction. Truth. Love cannot live without respect, and respect starts by honoring someone's boundaries. It's a lesson that real connection comes from shared understanding, and a relationship where limits are honored is one where both people can grow, and a woman who stands firm in this becomes confrontational in the end. Boundaries are a way to show love, not just to the other person, but also to yourself. When a woman values herself enough to leave when her boundaries are broken, she shows true strength, self-compassion, and love for who she is. This kind of love is not just powerful, it changes everything. Confidence is one of the strongest and most attractive qualities a person can have. And few things show confidence more than the choice to leave something that no longer affects you. When a woman walks away from a relationship not out of hate or a need to control, but because she relates herself and knows her worth, she shows a kind of confidence that stays in a man's mind. Confidence isn't about being proud or pretending to feel nothing. It's about believing in yourself and giving yourself what you want. Trusting your ability to move forward, even when it hurts. Letting go takes great strength because it means facing the showing others what self-worth really looks like. For men, this kind of behavior makes a big impression. It shows them she's not someone who depends on them, but someone who chooses herself. Her confidence also shows that she has options. She's not stuck in the relationship or tied to the man she's leaving behind. This creates interest and respect because people are naturally drawn to those who are sure of themselves and brave enough to make hard choices. A woman with confidence doesn't chase others, she draws them in, and by walking away, she often becomes even more attractive to the one she's letting go. Also makes men face their own fears. A confident woman who understands her value sets a high bar that challenges a man to step up. She's showing that if you can't treat me right, I won't stay. This isn't about playing games. It's about keeping herself considered spec and making sure her time and energy go into relationships that match her values also. Confidence spreads when a woman shows she can move on without losing herself. It often makes the man think more deeply about his actions. He may start to ask himself what he could have done better, not because he feels guilty, but because he now respects her strength and confidence, and letting go also shows emotional wisdom. It proves she understands the difference between real love and just being attached. Love is open, strong, and marrying while attachment often comes from fear and needing someone too much. By choosing to leave, a woman picks real love for herself over holding on to something harmful. This shows a level of emotional strength that is both respected and rare in the end. Confidence is not just about how a woman stands or speaks. It's about the decisions she makes when she lets go. With grace, strength, and belief in herself, she doesn't just prove her worth. She leaves a mark on the man. She walks away from the confidence she shows in letting go, proves how powerful she is, and that kind of power stays in memory. Sometimes the biggest personal growth comes from the hard act of letting go. When a woman decides to leave a relationship, it's not just an end. It's a chance to change and grow, both for her and for the man. She walks away from. Growth is often uncomfortable, but it's also needed, and the choice to leave becomes a strong push toward something better for the woman. Letting go is a way to take her power back. It's saying that her happiness, peace, and future matter more than the fear of losing someone. This choice helps her see who she is outside the relationship, remember what she loves, and realign with her dreams moving forward. Might be painful, but it also gives freedom. It helps her become a stronger, wiser, and more self-trusting version of herself. For the man, her leaving creates a powerful moment. Losing someone who truly cared can make him look at himself, face hard truths about how he acted, what he focused on, and whether he could build a multi-million-dollar relationship. It's in this space of pain and thought that growth can truly begin. He now has a chance to figure out what went wrong, own up to his actions, and make better choices in life. Letting go also builds emotional strength. It teaches both the woman and the man that they can go through heartbreak and come out stronger on the other side. For the woman, it's a lesson in standing on her own and valuing herself first. For the man, it's a wake-up call that love and closeness take real work, kindness, and being present. This kind of growth not only makes future relationships better, it changes how they live and see the world. Growth also brings clarity. When a woman steps away from a confusing relationship, she gets the distance needed to really see what matters to her. She finds out what she wants, what she needs, and what she can't put up with this anymore. Gaining clarity gives her the strength to build healthier and more meaningful relationships later on. The same thing applies to the man. While she is away, he has a chance to look back at his beliefs, what matters most to him, and how he behaves in relationships. He might come to understand how much honest talk, being open, and showing respect really matter. This kind of self-concerned standing can lead to deep personal change, helping him grow into a better partner, not just for her, but for anyone he meets in the future. Letting go also opens up a path to new chances. People often say that every ending hides a new beginning, and this idea fits relationships perfectly. When a woman chooses to let go, she's not only shutting a door, she's also making room for new chances she may never have thought about before. It could be a new love, reaching personal goals, or just finding more calm inside. Letting go makes room for something more positive. In the end, choosing to let go takes bravery, and it helps both people involved. It's not about causing pain or turning away from someone. It's about understanding that real change is needed for growth. When a woman decides to move on, she's giving both herself and the man a chance to grow into who they are truly meant to be. This kind of growth, born from love and self-considered respect, shows how powerful it is to truly let go. Letting go doesn't mean you've quit. It means you've stepped into your true strength. When you choose yourself, you're teaching others how to treat you the right way. To every woman listening, your power and your self-worth are not just good qualities. They are the reasons others learn to love and respect you. If this message touched you, press the like button and send this video to someone who should hear it. Don't forget to subscribe for more strong messages on love, personal growth, and knowing your own value. Let's keep growing together.